And welcome back to another very special episode, a Women Invented episode of Grommet Live. And happy National Women Inventors Month. The month of February every year. I don't know when it started, actually, but it is National Women Inventors Month. So I get very, very excited about this because if you know me at all, you know that women entrepreneurship, female inventors, are a huge part of my life. I am Marcy McKenna, and I am the founder, and I run the Women Inventors Club. And you also might know me from Grommet Live because I do a show here on Grommet Live every single Friday with my amazing co-host, Greg Roulette. Greg is letting me run the show by myself for these Women Invented episodes that we're doing. So thank you, Greg, for trusting me. And thank you, Grommet, for helping me shine a light on all of these amazing female innovators. And one of the things I love so much about the Grommet is that they are so pro maker and independent inventor and female inventor. I love seeing that now I believe there's over 120 female innovators on the Grommet platform. So that makes me so, so happy. And I want to welcome all of you guys. I see so many of you guys jumping on. And the only way I know you're here is if you, or who you are that's here, is if you chime in the chat. So a few little housekeeping things that I want to go over here in case you have never been to this show before or to live shopping in general before. First and foremost, welcome. But secondly, the thing that I love so much about live shopping, and I have been doing it for a very long time in the traditional world of live shopping on QVC and HSN and those big guns. But now it has evolved and there's sort of a new modern era of live shopping. And I got to tell you, I love it even more because it is that direct interaction. So throughout the whole show, I get to interact with you guys. We get to have our makers, our female inventors are going to be live inside the chat. In fact, I'm already seeing some here. I saw Robin, who you guys are going to hear all about very shortly here. And I want to say hi to Beth and Vicky and Megan. So many of you guys jumping on. So this is where all the fun is. And the other thing I want to say about the chat, and I feel like this episode in particular is a great one to say it on, it's something that I kind of recently learned that I didn't understand about social media. And that is that we are simulcasting. We are all over the internet. We are on Facebook on several different pages. We are on YouTube. I think we're on Insta. We kind of switch around where we are, but we're on a lot of different platforms. So depending on where you are, you're probably only seeing the chat on the platform that you're on and on the page that you're on. But there's a lot more, and I'm seeing them all here. But what I want to say, Sherry just got on. Hi, Sherry. And she's saying hi to our producer, Jen, who's behind the scenes there. But when we are active in the chat, that signals to Facebook that we're doing something kind of cool that's getting some attention. And then they can start pushing it out to more and more people. And the whole reason that I want to do these shows is to shine a light on you amazing female inventors, women that had ideas, took a risk, pushed fear aside, and actually took those ideas and turned them into real products. So this is our time to tell the world about it. This is our time for the 5 female innovators that we have on tonight to amplify their story, to get their product out to the masses. And the best way to do that is for us to be chiming in inside the chat, because that's going to signal to the different platforms that we've got it going on. And we do, right, ladies and men? I'm sure there's some men on here too. So definitely, you guys, everybody get in the chat, say hi. If you are a female innovator that has a product that's already on the market, give yourself a plug. Put a link to your product inside the chat. Tell us what it is, because this is your time to shine. And with live shopping, yes, this live show is amazing. It's so great and it's so much fun. But so much of it is also about what happens after the show. And so whatever goes on here inside the show is going to be broadcast again and again and again on all the different Grommet platforms for years to come. So this is an exciting moment for everybody. And I see Sarah is chiming in, Sarah from Grace and Able. She is going to be our live guest on the show at the end. And I'm so excited to have her on. I can't wait to tell you about her product. It is really life-changing for so many people. It's one of those that is so simple. When I thought about it and I first saw it, I just didn't totally get it. When I started using it, when my mom started using it, when my mom's friends started using them, I saw quickly how game changing this product is. So I can't wait to share that with you. We've got Katerina on, you're going to find out all about her product, which I was so excited to have on because it's right up my alley. Anyone that knows me knows that. And she's putting a little link to it. It is a fun game. I'm all about games. Love, love, love board games, card games, you name it. And I love good conversation. So it's all about that. We've got Jules. Hello, Jules and Stacy. Yay. And many of you know Jules and Stacy. They are amazing female inventors in their own right. And they have a new, or not, yeah, it is new, the first annual Women Inventors Summit coming up in San Diego at the end of April 26th through the 28th. If you are a female inventor or entrepreneur, go check it out, find out about it. I'm going to be there the whole time speaking, and on the judging panel, there's a big product pitch. Submit your products because there's really significant, I can't say how much, but it's a lot, cash prizes to be had at that event. So definitely jump on there. We've got Robin, and we're going to introduce her product very shortly. I'm so happy, inventors. Thank you for being here. That makes it so fun to have you guys inside the chat. And I love seeing all the activity going on. Now, if you have never been on the show before, a couple little things I want to mention. Everybody that knows me knows I said I love games. Maybe that's why I love giveaways so much, because they're a little like a game. So we are going to do a giveaway. If you have not entered the giveaway yet, do that now. And how do you do that? With that QR code right there. So you're going to get your phone out, take a picture of the QR code, and that will take you to a little page that lets you enter the giveaway right there. But now we have 2 chances to win the giveaway. So you can have a second entry, and all you have to do is chime in the chat and say giveaway. All you have to do, one word, giveaway, and Jen will enter you into the giveaway, and it could be you that goes home with the really fabulous giveaway that we're doing at the end of the show. So you have one chance there, and you have one chance just to say giveaway, and you can be entered twice. Okay. So the other thing I want to say is I am going to be introducing you to 5 fabulous female invented products in just a minute. When I do that, I'm going to actually bring something on this side of the screen up where you're going to see the product. You're going to see the cost of the product. And on Grommet, the way Grommet works is that they're looking for you to upvote. They're looking for you to tell the makers and inventors and also the powers that be at Grommet which products you like the most. So if you like a product, take a second. You're going to have a QR code there. Take a picture of that QR code and what they call upvote it. No skin off your back. You're not buying anything by doing that. You're just saying it's kind of like a thumbs up, like I like this product. And by doing that, they're also giving you 20% discount in case you want to buy the product. You don't have to, but it goes into a folder on the Grommet site. And someday down the road, if you're not buying it tonight, you'll still have that 20%. And in some of these higher priced items, that 20% is a lot. And so this is it's such a win-win all the way around. And I know how much the inventors and makers appreciate those upvotes. So please, please, please take a second to do that if you like any of the products. And I'll remind you about that and we'll walk through that. And I'm seeing Amika Adams, welcome, welcome. And Carrie Cook, the inventor of Spleesh, which is a really incredible hydration device that goes onto your dog leash. And it's awesome. And that is also a Grommet product. And hello, welcome, welcome. The Switch says, I love Grommet products, you and me both. How great are Grommet products? They do such a good job of finding those really, really incredible, unique, clever items. And I just feel like in this day and age of Amazon and Walmart and all these big, giant, huge companies where there's millions upon millions of products, and so many of them are the same thing over and over again, you're not going to find that on the Grommet. The Grommet is all clever, unique, mostly independent inventors and makers. So it's a really special place. So I'm so glad you guys are here. And I think with that, again, those that are just getting on now, happy National Women Inventors Month. This is such a special month for all of us inside the Women Inventors Club. If you're not already a member, I want to invite you to join because it is completely free and it is almost 1,000 women strong now. And it's an incredible group of women who are locking arms and supporting each other and sharing ideas, sharing tools, sharing resources, helping each other succeed and providing support, accountability, it's just sort of a safe haven for women to really thrive with their brilliant creative ideas. So definitely I'm going to have Jen, if she hasn't already, put that link to join the Women Inventors Club in the chat. So I think she just did that. So thank you, Jen. And as I mentioned on the last Women Inventors episode, last Tuesday night, each one of the 4 episodes that we have for Women Inventors Month, I'm going to highlight a famous female inventor from the past, and one that has created something that we all know and love, that's a part of all of our lives, and that you may or may not have known that a female invented it. And so last week we did 2, actually. We did the inventor of the dishwasher, who could live without that. Pretty amazing, Josephine Cochran. And then we also highlighted Sarah Breedlove, who was the first self-made female millionaire in the United States. And she's an African-American woman who created a whole line of hair care products made specifically for women with African-American hair that have issues where she was having issues that it was falling out, her hair was falling out, and she had some scalp disease and things, and she created an amazing product line that just grew and grew, and she built colleges to train women to use her products, but also to be hair care stylists. So she created so many jobs. Amazing, amazing woman. Tonight I'm highlighting one because I know the time goes so quick and I just feel like I don't have time to do 2. And so this one, I'm going to say the name, and I would love for you guys to chime in the chat and let me know if you happen to know what she invented. And don't cheat. Do not Google it. I just want to know if anybody knows. I love this story so much. I'm kind of obsessed with it. This woman's name is Lizzie Magie. Does anybody know what Lizzie Magie invented and what she's famous for? Thank you, Jen, for putting that in the chat. And I know we have a little delay, and Renee is on. Hello, Renee. And so I'm going to wait just a couple seconds before I tell you who Lizzie Magie was and what she invented and what the story is behind it. Anyone? I'm getting no takers. Okay, I'm going to let you know. Lizzie Magie invented a board game that we all know and love. And the mystery behind the Lizzie Magie story is that there was a gentleman who stole her idea and took that idea and went and sold it to Parker Brothers and made millions upon millions of dollars. And when Parker Brothers recognized what a hit game this was, they made it their mission to lock down all of the rights to ensure there was nobody that could come out of the woodwork and claim that it was their idea. And in doing that, they discovered that it was not this gentleman's idea after all. His name was Chris Darrow, but rather he enjoyed playing this game that was created by a woman and decided to repackage it and rename it and take it to, was it Parker? Yeah, Parker Brothers. And so that's what he did. And so the original name of the game was the Landlords. Oh gosh. What is it, Jen? Landlords. Somebody help me in the chat. I forget. Landlord something. Beth was guessing Jenga. No, the Landlord's Den, the Landlord's something. Anyway, that was the original name. But when Chris Darrow stole the idea and took it to Parker Brothers, he took it to them as Monopoly. And so it was actually Lizzie Magie, who you're seeing right there, who created the game Monopoly, but it was called something different. Parker Brothers ended up knocking on her door and being so generous, offered her, drum roll please, for her brilliant idea, $500 and no royalties whatsoever. So Lizzie Magie got $500 for the Monopoly game. While Charles Darrow, who knows how much he ended up with, but he had royalties and huge payout and all of that. So there has been lots of documentaries. In fact, lately, people trying to get the story out there, trying to get the truth out there about the real story behind Monopoly. And so I thought tonight's show is a perfect night to highlight that. She was I wish I had more time to talk about her, because she was a very, very interesting woman who was very politically minded. And at that time, that was kind of unheard of. And she was very against I guess capitalism was really big there, and the rich were very rich and the poor were very poor. And she wanted to educate people, and more specifically women, but both, on capitalism and how that all works. And so she designed Monopoly or the landlords. Did anybody figure out what it is? Landlords something.
Landlord's game.
Landlord's game?
Yeah.
I feel like that's not it.
According to Google.
According to Google, it's landlord's game. Anyway, that is my Women Inventor trivia for the night. So with that, Katarina is saying such a great game for learning money and entrepreneurship. It absolutely is. I love that game because it does cross all ages, men, women, well, not super, super young, but all my kids love it. My mom and dad love it. And I love the fact that you play for hours. One other little bit of trivia. It's the very first game, maybe it could be the only game, and I never thought about this until I watched a documentary that does not have a start and a finish. It goes around and around, right? Every other game, there's a beginning and an end, a start and a finish. So that was kind of revolutionary for its time and probably even still today. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get started with the first product of the night. I'm going to go grab it to show you guys right now. And that is, where is it? Oh, do we have, is Lisa in the chat? I don't know if is she there? I hope she is. Yep. Oh, good. Lisa's here. Okay, great. So let's see. Why am I not seeing it? There it is. Sorry about that. Oh, keeps disappearing. Okay. Our first inventor, and Lisa, thank you for being here, is Lisa, who, and I'm not even going to say last names tonight because I was trying to pronounce them, figure them out on my own, and I'd rather not say them than say them wrong. So I'm just not going to say it. But I do want to bow down to Lisa for creating an incredible, very smart, very brilliant problem-solving product that is called, as you're seeing there, it is called the Tooth Shower Water Flosser. Now, Lisa was a dental hygienist for over 20 years, and she, like most of us, was realizing that so few people floss their teeth. Do you floss your teeth? I would love to know if you guys, and be honest, no one's going to track you down and punish you. But I would love to know how many of you guys floss your teeth. Are you good about it? Do you do it every day? And then my second part to that is how many of you actually use a water pick or a water flosser? And so the idea behind those is that people aren't using the floss, so they're using the water flosser instead. But if you're like me, and I think like Lisa, or what she was observing, is that those can be a pain. I think we all probably bought one at one point in our lives, put it on our countertop. It took up a lot of real estate on the countertop. There was cords. It was messy. It got gunky, and there it went, either into the trash or underneath the sink. Well, Lisa said, how can I improve upon that? And what she did was she took the water flosser and improved upon it and added some bells and whistles that I'm going to show you. And what she did was so brilliant. She put it inside the shower. So she freed up the counter space. She got rid of the cords. She got rid of the mess. She put it someplace where you're going to be much more likely to use it because you're already in there wet. And a little personal story I have to say is that all my family, I'm the only one in my family that does not brush my teeth in the shower. Do you guys, Jen, do you brush your teeth in the shower? You do. I did not know this was a thing. And I keep saying to my kids, get your toothbrushes out of the shower. But evidently people do that.
I have one in the shower and one by the sink.
Oh, she does both.
Yeah.
She's got one in the shower and one by her sink. So anyway, but what's so brilliant, let me show you guys. Okay, I was kind of torn because I wanted to install this so badly, but I knew I was doing the show. So I didn't install it because I wanted to bring it clean to you guys. So here it is. This is the wall mount. It goes on the wall inside your shower or any smooth surface. And it has a plate right here that you're seeing here that fixes to the wall. It comes with the adhesive backs, but I believe you can also screw it in, but I don't know why you would. And then it just slides onto there. The brilliance is in this guy right here. As I said, there are no cords. There is a tube, but there are no cords. And the tube goes right up to your shower head. And it comes with comes with this. So just super, super simple to install. You take off your shower head, put this guy on, hook this up to here, and you're good to go. There is no motor. There is no battery. It works with the pressure of the water. And you can adjust that. I'm going to take this off right here. This is a magnetic holder there. Taking this off to show you that you can adjust the water pressure right here. So depending on how heavy you want it or not, you're going to do that. And in here, as you're seeing, she's got all kinds of fun little bells and whistles here, but this lifts up and there's a little mirror so you can actually watch yourself in there. And this is a water cup here. Am I right about that? Yes, you've got the little cup there. And then you can even open these doors. And I have inside here the accessories that come with it. So it comes with 3 really smart accessories. This is my favorite one. So this is, Lisa, I don't even know what you call it. It's a double-headed toothbrush, as you can see. But what I love so much about it is that while you're brushing your teeth, so it goes on both sides of your teeth, it's also flushing. So as you're getting the grime and debris off of your teeth, it's also spraying the water and rinsing it out. And so being able to do that in the shower and get rid of all that mess, and then also, of course, as you spit the water out, it's just going to go right down the drain, is so stinking smart. I love it. And then it also comes with this accessory here. And this is I believe it's a 7. I wrote down exactly what it is. Let's see if I can find it here. It's a massage tool that this is actually really good if you have braces or dentures. It really gets into the gums, massages and sprays and rinses at the same time. So I just want to show that up close. Super, super smart. Love all the little tools. And then this is sort of the traditional tool right there. And so that's the water pick. So, I mean, how much more likely are you to use a water flosser if it is right there in the shower next to your shower? So every time you take a shower, we all shower hopefully once a day. You're flossing once a day, or you're water flossing once a day. There's no mess. There's no cleanup. So easy to do. And you're taking care of your teeth in the best possible way that you can. So I love that peace of mind. If you are a mom with kids and you pull your hair out trying to get them to use those funky little flossers, all those different things, and they won't do it, this is such a fun thing to use. I have to believe I haven't gotten to use it yet, as I said, but so fun to use, so easy to use that I actually think it is going to increase the number of people flossing their teeth and having healthier gums and healthier teeth for the long haul. So Lisa, you are brilliant. I love this so much. I cannot wait to use it and to report back. I know I read some reviews on it, so I know I'm going to love it. Such a such a smart invention. And as everybody is chiming in, I need this. I love this. Very clever. Lisa, how good does that feel to hear that from your fellow peeps? Holds a tube. Oh, that's what it is. I knew there was something. Thank you for chiming. This is why I love having you guys in the chat, because I try to know everything, but I clearly don't. It is the 7-stream. This is 7-stream gum massager. It's for quick flushing, can be placed right on the gums, and easily works around braces to heal the bleeding gums. So that is a really smart accessory. It does come with all these accessories, which is so great. And then this little cup right here, this holds a tube of toothpaste. So you've got your toothpaste in there. It's just all in one. So brilliant. Thank you, Marcy. Great to hear people love the concept. I really, really love it. Lisa, I wanted to ask you, when did you invent this? How long has this been on the market? Because I had not heard of it before I saw it on Grommet, and I was so excited about it. And I just this is one of those products that I want to kind of scream from the rooftops and let everybody know about, which is all the more reason, you guys, if you like this idea, go in the chat and let Lisa know and get the chat going so we can push it out to more and more people that are right now on social media. So give her a thumbs up, to tell her great invention, anything and everything. This is the time to do that. And then also give her an upvote using that QR code right there. And by doing that, you'll get 20% off. And this is one of those, it's a higher price item. So that 20% off, this is $63. This is, and the quality of it, the compartments in it, just the thought behind it, it is worth every penny. And for $63, to have that peace of mind that you are taking care of your teeth in the way that we all know we should, but we don't, is priceless. Let's see. It looks like Lisa invented it in 2016. So it has been out for quite a while, and I just didn't know about it. They did great on Kickstarter when they originally launched in 2016. I love hearing Kickstarter stories. That's always so fun. It's always such a great gauge of what's going to happen with the product. So I love the whole crowdfunding thing. Okay. What else do we have here? Let's see. Very high quality and FDA registered. Well done. Well done. Well done. Okay. Well, thank you, Lisa, for sharing your product with us. And Lisa's product will continue to live on the Grommet. And so spread the word. Let people know about it. I think it is so smart. And if you get it, circle back with us And you can always go back inside the chat of this show later. In fact, I do the days that follow. I'm back in there answering everybody because I can't answer everyone during the show. So that lives on forever. So definitely, as you start to use some of these products, go back in and let others know. And Robin is saying, great price point, Lisa. I actually think so too. Really great. And I don't know how much they typically are, but to me, well worth it. Okay, guys, we are going to move on to product number 2. And I'm just, while we move on, in between each one, I'm going to remind you guys, because you know I love my giveaway. And so I'm just going to have Jen put the QR code up here one more time so you can enter the giveaway there. We're going to do the giveaway at the very end, and you can get that second entry by saying giveaway in the chat. So if you haven't already done that, now is the time to do it. Okay, do we have Tomoko in the chat? I don't think we do, unfortunately, but I'm so thrilled to have her product on the show because I actually think this is so smart. And I will tell you, this is a husband and wife team that created it, but I know that she's a very big part of it. There she is right there. So she and her husband, Kevin, created this. And originally, so what it's called, I'm going to put it up just one second here. You got it? Okay, there it is. Okay, this is called the Run Bell Torch Ring, and I'm showing it right here. And I loved, if you have time to go on to their website, check it out and read the whole story, because it's a longer story, so I probably can't tell the whole thing, but it's a really cool story about how they came up with it. And when I first saw it, the first thing that came to my mind was those bells on the bike. You know, when you're teaching your kid, or when you learned how to ride a bike and you press the little lever and the bell rings so people know that you're coming. That was originally what they created. And it was originally just the run bell. Yeah, the run bell. So it was just a bell very similar to this. They still have the bell on the site. And the idea being, when they created it, they were in Tokyo, Japan. And the husband, Kevin, was a big runner. And when life got so busy, the only time he could run was at nighttime. And the streets of Tokyo are so busy. And he just felt like he was always running into people and somehow needed to let people know that he was there, especially at nighttime. So, they are actually, I'm finding that they are in the chat. They just joined. Yay. Thank you so much for being here. So originally it was the bell, and it was just to kind of alert somebody that I'm coming, so I, don't run into me and I won't run into you. And this second version is called the torch ring. And so this is a version of that, but instead of the bell, it's actually, do it this way, it's actually a light, as you can see there. And it's actually got a little strobe light feature too, which you're seeing right there. But so same idea, but it's for nighttime runners. And it's not just running. They originally created it for that. But think of all the different uses of this. I walk my dog every single night on Balboa Island, and I have trouble. See, it's dark. There's not a lot of streetlights where I walk her. We walk along the water, and having this in my hand, you're really hands-free because you're not having to hold on to it. It's, it's on your finger. It's a silicone ring, and it comes with different sizes of the rings. So you can adjust it to whatever size finger that you have. But not only are you lighting the way for yourself, but you're also, if somebody is riding a bike and doesn't see you, if you've got a flashlight, they're going to see you. So it's kind of a multi-use safety device in that sense. But I also want to mention, I live in the Newport Beach area. There's a boardwalk all along the sand beach area. And I go on that frequently. And there are rollerbladers, there are bike riders, there are walkers, everybody of all ages are out there, and skateboarders who shouldn't be there, and people on scooters who shouldn't be there, but they are. And I will tell you, I think all the time about those what they have is the run bell. How brilliant to be able to just signal to people, I'm coming up on your right, or I'm coming up on your left. And they even give tips on their website about, what is the right distance? When should you ring the bell? And what they say is 30 feet is kind of the etiquette. And that gives you 3 seconds that gives the other person 3 seconds to be able to respond and move. So I think this is so smart. And yes, for running, but how about camping? How about hiking? I remember being at family camp with my kids, and we stay in this cabin, but when we have to go to the bathroom, we've got to walk quite a ways to get to the bathroom. And that would happen a lot at nighttime. I wish I would have had this with me to just kind of light the way. So now, yes, we have our phones with the flashlight, but this is so much easier, so much more hands-free. You're not having to have the phone the whole time. And it's very high quality. I'm not sure if you can tell there, but it just is really beautifully designed. And the price point, as you guys are seeing there in right by the QR code there, $39.99. You're getting that 20% off by upvoting. So it's going from $49.99 to that $39.99. So great gift if you know someone who does run at night or bike at night. I was thinking even on the bike, just to have that on the handle would be great. And I'm going to go back in the chat to make sure I'm not missing anything because I really love this product. Thank you for having us. Hi, Red Bell. Let's see. You're flying. Great product. Congratulations. Great concept. Love this. Need one. Yes, so many ways to use it. I know Jen, our producer, said I really need one of those. She is one that runs at night. She's my little athlete, and she has a dog, and so what a great safety mechanism. I always worry. Sometimes, actually, I go to work really early in the morning when it's still dark out, and I see so many runners, and I just worry about cars not seeing them. So yes, it lights the way, but in my mind, almost more importantly, is letting them be seen by cars and bikes and motorcycles and all of that. So very clever product. If you guys like it, please give a thumbs up and a high five and a congrats or something like that inside the chat and let them know. So glad you guys are on here with us. And also, maybe more importantly, is take a picture of that QR code, give them an upvote. You'll get the 20% off whether you want to get it today or down the road. You'll have it there inside your little folder on Grommet. So super, super cool. And we are going to move on to, gosh, lots of stuff going on in the chat. Let's see. Carrie says, Leash Your Leash just commented. What did she say? Sending it to my brother now. He could use it every day. Oh, that's great to hear. And Robin is saying, great for walking her dog. We're getting some thumbs up from Beth. Thank you, thank you. And Amika, congratulations. Thanks, guys, for chiming in and spreading the word about these awesome, awesome products. And as we move on to product number 3, I'm going to remind you one more time, if you haven't entered the giveaway, do that now because that's coming up. Okay, our next one this is another husband and wife team, but we are going to highlight the wife portion of that team tonight because it is National Women Inventors Month. And that is the husband and wife team is Dan and Robin, and they created a product that is called, and I love the name of it, it's called Magic Fabric. And there it is right there. And guess who that is in the picture there? I have to highlight that little guy. Hold on just a second. Actually, that big guy, girl, not guy, girl. There she is, I think. And tell me if I'm wrong, Robin. I'm not sure about this, but is that Molly in the picture? Because from what I understand, Molly is the CFO, the Chief Furry Officer, and she is the head of research because she's the one that they do all the research with. But they basically took their love of pets and married it with their knowledge of the textile industry. So with really, really deep knowledge and many years experience in the textile industry, during COVID, they felt like there's got to be a better way to, because if you're like me, you spent a lot more time with your pets during COVID than you had before. And so you were seeing what all the fur and the mess and the stains and all of that can do. And they just thought there's got to be something better to protect furniture. Why can't there be something luxe and chic that, really you're proud to have on your sofa that could protect from the things that come along with our pets, like stains and mess and fur. With my black lab, that black hair is everywhere. And yes, Chief Furry Officer, she's laughing. So let me show you the Magic Fabric. Look how, I hope you can see through the camera, how gorgeous. I mean, this is like material from the most high-end luxury sofa you have ever seen. And what it is it's a throw. So it's something that you would lay over your sofa, over a chair, over anything. In fact, my dog Coco lays down next to this white kind of linen chair that we have. And so I laid it over the arm of that because her black back kind of sits against the white linen and it just gets covered in black. So what's so brilliant about this fabric is, number one, there's so many properties to it that make it amazing. It is odor resistant. It's stain resistant. It is antimicrobial. It's antifungal. It's moisture wicking. So what that does is it will not let the moisture go deep inside. So if there is a mess, a stain, it's easily washes out. And the colors that this comes in, I'm just showing you the cream here, which is so pretty. And I worried about the cream because my dog's black and I thought it's going to get dirty and how can I ever, really get it clean. But one of the brilliances of the magic fabric is how well it cleans. So you can just pop this in the washer and it will come out like new. And the colors are so beautiful that it comes in. I've got to show you some of these. They're so pretty. I'm hoping that that does it justice there. So whatever color you choose, the material is designed to retain that color wash after wash after wash, which is incredible. So they, clearly are so knowledgeable on fabric and just kind of took those two worlds and brought them together with a material that absorbs liquid and it attracts hair like a magnet. So it really is going to take that hair and then you can just throw that in, as I said, throw it in the wash and that's going to wash right out and you're going to have a brand new clean throw to put back on your sofa. So it's really hard to show the beauty of a material on camera. So I hope this is doing it justice, but it is so soft that I love the thought of, if you love your pet, just knowing that it could be on something this soft and this luxurious. So job well done. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Let's see, it was third-party tested to make sure. So if you're wondering, does it really live up to all the claims that they're saying? Because that does always cross my mind when I see so many great things about a product. Does it really do all that? And when coming from the world of HSN and QVC, one of the things I really appreciate, I don't appreciate it so much from a inventor standpoint because it makes it hard on me with my products, but I appreciate it so much from a consumer standpoint is they put their products through the ringer and they must be third-party tested and the claims must be verified on every level. So when I see a product that has gone that extra mile and done that third-party testing, which they have, that means a lot. And that is why products like this get so well reviewed and do so well over time. Those things are so important to be able to stand behind the claims that you're making about your product. Let's see. Robin is chiming in saying that to make sure that you wash it in cold water and a delicate tumble dry and to not pre-treat it or use dryer sheets. Thank you for that. Those little tips are so important. Yay for Ray and Molly. My pup Vito is the senior VP of R&D. Isn't it just the best to have such full-hearted inspiration? Way to go on your furniture throws. Gorgeous colors. Oh, yay. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for that little chime in. Appreciate that. Any other tips, Robin, before we move on? Again, I've got to show it one more time. So this one, as I said, this one lays right over the arm of the chair. So when my dog Coco goes right up against it, it attracts that black hair, like, as they say, like a magnet. It really does, which is so nice because it's not getting everywhere else. It's getting on here. And this is so easy to put in the wash and get clean. So really, really smart. Love it. Good job. And as you're seeing the price point there, again, this is another one of those where that 20% is so great. Really makes a difference. So even if you're considering it, go in and give them an upvote, partially just because it is no skin off our backs and it makes inventors and makers feel so good to know that you like what they've done, that you know how long it takes to bring a product to market, how much hard work goes into it, how much trial and error goes into it. And these women have done it. And I think we need to all just really applaud them tonight and do what we can to support them and get the word out there about their products. And I want to mention here, as we're getting ready to go into the next two products, is that this is episode number 2, and we've got 4 episodes. So I'm not going to be here next week because I'm going to be on a cruise with my son, Colin, which I'm super excited about. So we are going to take off next week, but we will be back on February 27th for episode number 3. So we've got 6 brilliant, wonderful inventions coming for that one. And then we have another one in March on March 5th. So both of those are Tuesday night, same time, same place, right back here. So Jen, I don't know if you have the link, but I just want to mention, if you guys want to set a reminder for those shows, since we are missing this week, she's going to put the link in the chat and you can just click there and we'll send you a reminder 30 minutes before the show goes live, so you don't miss it. And so that will be automatically sent to you. So there is the link right there. And with that, we are going to go into product number 4. And I know we have the inventor on here. I'm so happy to have you here, Katerina. Because as I said earlier on, and I know some people jump on late, so I just want to mention again, there she is. And Katerina, I think, well, I'm going to get into everything that you're doing. I think it's so cool. I've spent some time on your website and on your social media, so I got a good sense of all that you're doing, and I love it so much. So thank you for being here, and I love having different kinds of products on, and I think tonight is a great example of that. We have, from the tooth flosser to the pet product to the one I'm getting ready to show you now to the athletic torch ring product. So many great ones. But this one is a card game. I love games. I love board games. It's my favorite family thing to do. I look forward to the holidays when I get to hold my family captive and make them play games with me. My favorite game, for the record, I'm curious if anybody likes this game too, is, oh my gosh, now I'm going to forget it. I'm picturing Jen, what is it? I'm picturing the box and I can't even think of it. Oh my gosh. I've said it
before. I can't remember.
Oh God, it'll come to me. But tonight, my favorite game is this one. This is Off the Record. And I love how simple this is. I love her packaging is really high quality and just so simple, but so vibrant. I love the colors, Katerina, that you chose. And inside, what I love about this game is the reason that she created it, that at least what I gathered on your website, Katerina, is that she herself felt challenged with sort of emotional intimacy when she was in larger groups. And so she created this game as a way to take small talk, really to get the conversation started and to make it easy to either kind of have small talk or turn it into deeper conversations where you can really connect with people on a deeper level. And I love that because we're all different and some people are really comfortable with that. And showing up at a party or at a dinner, a small dinner gathering or something is really easy for some of us. And for some of us, it's not so easy. And it actually could be terrifying. And to have a card game like this that just kind of sits on the cocktail table, or maybe you have it on your dining room table or on the buffet, where it's just kind of there, or it's so compact. It's one of those, you could have it in your purse, you could have it in your pocket. And it's that kind of a card game that gets the conversation started. I think it's a really fun hostess gift to give to, or host gift to give. So when you're going to a party, just to kind of bring this, and it's super, super simple. Each card, she's done a gorgeous job with the photography. It's all original photography. Just want to show you some of it because they're all different and they're just so nicely done. There you go. And you can see it all up close if you go to her website. More of that. But on the other side, what you're seeing is that there are 2 sets of questions. And the one on top is a little more small talkish. So it's a little more surface level. So if that's where you're comfortable being, so be it. But if you want to go a little deeper, the one on the bottom takes it to a more, a deeper emotional level. Let's see. Thank you so much, creative director. Oh, okay. I thought, never mind. Okay, so let me just give you an example. I just picked one out, and this one says, explain your job to a kid. And it gets so simple, but think about that. I think that's actually super clever because I find so many times when you're out to dinner with people and they're talking about work, everyone tries to use those big words. And half the time I don't know what they're talking about. I am comfortable saying, I don't, what do you mean by that? So what do you do what does that mean? Like, what does your day look like if that's what your job is? And so I think that's what she's getting at with that question is what do you really do? And can you explain it on a more novice level? And so that would be one that's more surface level. And then she goes a little deeper with the bottom question and says, would you rather find or create your dream job? That's a little more thought-provoking, right? And you can go a little bit deeper on that. And just to give you a couple other examples, top level question, what's the best gift you ever received? And so that's just kind of a fun one where I can see people going around the table and, really thinking of it and getting the conversation started. And then a little deeper, how do you treat people who can't do anything for you? Ooh, that is interesting. And what's really cool about these questions is they're really harmless, safe questions to ask. So there aren't questions in here that you have to kind of go through them all to make sure that if your boss was there or if your mother-in-law was there, questions that you shouldn't ask. So she really put a lot of thought into these questions to make sure that they were tame enough for kind of any situation, but yet thought-provoking and deep enough to get the conversation started. So I think it's really, really fun. Renee's chimed in saying, great idea for your introverted friends for sure. Great idea for anybody. I mean, just kids, adults, anybody, people you know really well, people you've never met before. So a fun gift to give, fun thing for you to have. What Katerina's done that I was mentioning earlier is if you go to her website, you'll see that she really is kind of creating a whole world around Off the Record, where she does live streaming from her TikTok channel, from Instagram, and kind of goes around. I didn't, Katerina, have time to watch those quite yet, but I want to. I'm going to. But I'm curious, are you taking questions from these cards and kind of going out into the public and asking them and kind of getting the conversation started? Because that's where my mind was with it. And she's got merch and just different things that really allow people to feel comfortable in expressing themselves. And she's just done it in such a clever way. And her photography, everything about it is just so well done. So let's see here. Great to get conversation started. Definitely. People love to talk about themselves. Lisa, that's funny. Yes, they do, don't they? And so this is a way to maybe, this would get people talking about themselves, but also hopefully about other people too. Anyway, very clever, very cute little gift to give. I wish there was time to get it for Valentine's Day, because I think this could be fun at like a little family Valentine. We always do. I'd be curious what everybody else does for Valentine's. We have a tradition with our kids. We don't go out to a fancy dinner, my husband and I, for Valentine's Day. We do family style. We do heart-shaped grilled cheese sandwiches and tomato soup. That has been our tradition for years, and play games and things like that. So guess what we'll be playing tomorrow night? So I will report back on that one. So thank you, Katerina, again for being here. You guys give her a high five, a thumbs up. Buy her product. This is affordable. This is with the discount, it's $22.80. I love that under $25 price point, because this is that item that you can get a bunch of them and kind of have them on hand, and you could put them in a little cellophane bag, or just put a little bow around it, and it's kind of that gift in a pinch, hostess gift, birthday gift, Valentine gift, you name it, and you've got it there. Okay, we are going to move on to product number 5, the grand finale. And I am so thrilled to have this inventor on with us tonight. And she is someone that I've gotten to know inside the Women Inventors Club. And I've got to give that one more plug. If you are a female innovator, and you have not joined yet, please do. Costs nothing and is so priceless what you get from it. So valuable, so priceless. And it's so much fun. And it's just such a rewarding part of my life. And I think I can speak for most of the women inside the Women Inventors Club in saying that that they feel the same about that. So, okay, we have, where is Sarah? I know she's down below. There she is. Okay, I'm going to be introducing you to Sarah in just a second here. Sarah is the founder, the creator, the president and CEO, I believe, of her company called Grace and Able that you're seeing right there, Sarah Dillingham. And she is from the UK. And she's got the greatest accent on the planet. I love it so much. And she is such a warm and special, wonderful woman who you will see in just a second. And as you're seeing her product there on the right, she is the creator of compression. She's actually the creator of several different products that you'll find on her website. But the ones we're talking about tonight are her compression gloves. And Sarah is somebody that has, I was going to say has rheumatoid arthritis, and in a very big way, where it was, it has really gotten in her way in her life. And in fact, so much so that she invented her product was really inspired by something that happened on her wedding day. And I'm going to bring Sarah in to explain exactly what that is. And then we will show you the product and tell you all about it. And you will not want to miss this. And then the giveaway is pretty special. And I'm going to save that for the end. So definitely enter the giveaway if you haven't already. Without any further ado, I'm going to bring in the amazing Sarah Dillingham. There
Hello.
she is.
Hiya.
I'm going to get the QR. Actually, Jen, can you take the QR code away for a second there so we can get full screen? There she is. Hi.
Hiya. Hello. How are you?
Good, good. How are you doing?
Yeah, great, thank you. Really pleased to be here. Thanks for inviting me.
Absolutely. You guys say hi to Sarah in the chat if you haven't already. And Sarah, I sort of kind of teased your product by saying that
Sure.
it was created out of a need at your wedding. Can you share that story with us?
Yeah, sure. So, as you mentioned, I
Or
have
inspired by?
rheumatoid arthritis, which is a condition that makes my hands and wrists very swollen and painful. And on my wedding day, my husband and I had devised and practiced a very twirly first dance, but I found myself really struggling to be able to do it without having a lot of pain in my hands. So I needed to wear some joint support products. I needed to wear some compressive gloves and also a wrist brace in order to do it. But the products I had that I had got from my doctor were very bulky, very ugly, really cheap materials. So I went away and I designed my own. And so I designed my own products that would actually match my wedding dress, covered them with sparkles, so that I could do my first dance and be able to do it without having to worry about, you know, uh, wincing in pain all the way through it. Yeah.
And I have to say, because I did see the picture, I should have. I'm sorry that I didn't bring
Oh,
it in.
that's
I
okay. I can
should have
pop
done
it in
that.
chat later. Yeah.
Yeah, because it was so it was a fashion statement for sure. It was so
Yeah.
pretty. And you did such an amazing job that, from what I understand, a lot of people reached out to you after saying, "Will you create that for me?"
Absolutely.
Right.
So afterwards, I actually also run an online community for women living with arthritis, and I shared the photo in the community, and that's when I really realized that there was an opportunity here because I got bombarded with requests from other women saying, you know what, I want to have products that are attractive and comfortable and that I can wear all day and not feel awkward or embarrassed, and that's where it started.
And you really, one of the things that is so really caught my eye, obviously, when you
Mhm.
first see them is the colors. You've done such a beautiful job with the colors. I feel like before Grace and Abel, anything that was in any way supportive, whether it's braces, hand support in any way, was so kind of medical grade and just so
Mm.
unattractive and nothing you would ever want to be seen wearing. And I love that you have come out with you've got 8 different colors, right? That you do them in.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
And something else she does that I just learned about right before the show is that she lets her customers, her fans, help choose the colors. And she does that on your social media channels. Is that where you do that?
Yeah, that's right. So we go out on Instagram and email and we ask our customers what color would you like to do. We come up with like a few different swatch options of different colors that we think would work. And then we get them to vote. And actually the ones you're wearing right now, Dusky Lilac, they were one of the winners of a previous vote. So
Oh,
the aqua blue, the dusky lilac, and our coral pink. Uh, they were all things that people voted and we went away and made them. Yeah, and it's just a really fun way to do it.
and I was asking you what is your best seller, and you
Hmm.
told me which one is it?
The ones I'm wearing right now, so these are the plum purple, and these are our far and away our most popular color. I would say probably around 40% of our sales are of this color, and I think it just people just really like it, I think, because it's dark enough that it's a little bit discreet, but at the same time it's quite a nice rich color, so you
It
feel
is.
like you're wearing something a little bit more interesting. Yeah.
And I can vouch for the popularity of those because my mother came to my house and stole them from me. No, actually, I wanted her to try them because my mom has had rheumatoid arthritis for a very long time.
Oh,
And so
okay.
when she came over, I said, I can't wait for you to try these. And so we're talking so
Okay.
much about how pretty they are, which is to me sort of the half of the brilliance of it, because I think unless it's attractive, you're not going to
Mhm.
wear them out and
Right.
about, which is when we all want to be wearing them. So that's part of it. But let me just tell you, as simple as they are, you've done the way that you've engineered them to really feel like, and I know it's sort of your tagline, but it is so true. If anyone on here has arthritis, any kind of joint pain in your hands, when you put these on, it really is like you're getting the best hug and the best support that you could have on your hands. So it's supporting those joints, which relieves the pain and the swelling that happens with arthritis. And I would love for you guys, if you are someone that does struggle with arthritis on any level, put that, or any kind of joint and finger hand pain, put it in the chat just so we kind of know if this is a common thing. I know that it is common because I did research on it right before the show. I mean, I think we all know it's common, but I was surprised to learn that in America, just America, 91 people suffer from arthritic pain. That's a big, big number. And what my mom wouldn't take them off. She just said it's like this relief when you put them on. So imagine having that hug on your hands that relieves that joint pain. And then love that you have the fingertips showing because you can do your daily activities. You can type on the computer. You can, if you're a knitter or a crafter or whatever it is that you do, it's like you don't have them on and your pain is relieved. I read lots of reviews and I loved reading, and I didn't think about this, but so many people talk about that they wear them to sleep at night and how it's changed their life because they used to wake up with these swollen hands and in so much pain. And by wearing these, you're getting that soft hug and it keeps the swelling down. And when the swelling is down, then you're not having that stiffness and that pain when you wake up in the morning. So imagine how that could change somebody's life. And maybe it's you, but maybe it's not you. Maybe you have a grandma or a mom or who knows what that suffers from that kind of pain. And I just think what a special gift to give someone that they could have some relief from that through these gloves, and that because they're so chic and stylish, they actually want to wear them. So and tell me what I'm forgetting. I'm sure I'm forgetting something about the construction, or I don't know how you've created that perfect hug, but you have. It's perfect.
Yeah, so well, I think you've covered pretty much most of it. I mean, so a little bit more detail on how they work. We combine cotton, polyester, and spandex. We
Mm.
do have a really high cotton content in our gloves, and that's so they're really, really soft when your hands are sore. That's what you need. And it's a spandex that gives that gentle compression and hug-like feeling. And that does a few things. So first of all, as you mentioned, it does support these very delicate finger joints. It just gives extra support. But it also confuses pain signals and it boosts circulation, both of blood flow, but also
Mm.
lymph fluid, like through your joints. And that really helps to reduce the swelling, which also reduces the pain. And as you mentioned, we have so many people who wear them overnight. We
Mm.
have many customers who will actually get them in two different sizes. So they'll have a smaller size for the daytime, but then they'll get a larger size at night because our hands do swell up at night, overnight as well. So that's
Mhm.
something that's really popular is, like you say, wearing them while they sleep.
And I know you have 5 different sizes, right? They go
We
from
do,
extra
yes.
small all the way up to, is it
Yeah,
double extra large?
we go,
And
yeah, yeah,
I noticed that you have a sizing chart on your website,
yeah.
and that, am I correct for the sizing chart, you're gonna measure, like, do a tape measure around this point right here?
That's right.
Yeah,
All the way
okay,
around the knuckles there. Yeah.
okay. And when in doubt, your advice is to size up or size down?
We advise to size up if you're between sizes or you're not sure. And we also have some videos on our website that can really help you understand exactly how to measure. But also, more importantly, once you get your gloves, what a good fit feels like, because you want to make sure you're getting gentle compression and support, but you don't want them to be too tight, but obviously you
Mhm.
also don't want them to be too loose. And so these products are all designed by myself, but also in conjunction with our in-house hand therapist, Trevor. And so he's made these videos that give you some really great information about how you can make sure you get the right fit.
I saw Trevor on some of those videos, and I thought that was
Oh,
so smart of you to take. Here we have someone that is in major arthritic pain and needed a solution, and then the brilliance of kind of partnering up with a hand
Mm.
therapist who has all that knowledge. And so combining the two of you together has just been so smart. And you're really, I saw that you're partnering with arthritis foundations, and I love seeing that you're doing special colors and things to represent the different charities for arthritis. Tell us a little
Yeah,
bit
so
about
we
it.
work with two arthritis charities. One here in the US called, and it's a long name, so bear with me, the International Foundation for Autoimmune and Autoinflammatory Arthritis. They're actually called AI Arthritis for short. And we do a chili red color compression glove. And that color comes from their logo and it signifies stronger together. And for that glove, when proceeds of the profits from that glove go towards AI arthritis as a donation. And
That's
then
great.
we have a second um, relationship with a charity, which is a UK charity, because obviously I'm from the UK, called Versus Arthritis, and they're the UK's leading arthritis charity. So if there are any British customers watching, we really encourage you to visit Versus Arthritis website and purchase your Grace Enabled compression gloves there.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Um, One other thing I wanted to mention, I don't think you said it yet, that because my
Mm.
mom was talking about that, that I like the idea that depending on how much support you want,
Mhm.
you can size up or size down, right? Like
Right,
some you
absolutely.
want even more support, so you're going to go a little bit smaller. That's why
Yeah.
I like the idea of getting a couple pairs in a couple different sizes, just depending on what kind of pain you're in from day to day.
And also depending on what you're doing and also the level of swelling and inflammation you have in your hands, because for any
Mhm.
autoimmune arthritic condition like rheumatoid, we will often have days where our hands are very, very swollen and very, very sensitive. So you might want to go for a larger size there just to be a little bit more comfortable and a little bit less pressure. But then you may have days where you're, you know, uh, less swollen and you want something a little bit tighter. So then we advise sizing down. So yeah,
Yes.
we do offer the ability to mix and match those sizes for that reason.
I want to show, because on your website, I
Ah,
loved
yeah.
exploring and seeing all the different offerings that you have. And is this the arthritis care kit? Is that what this is?
Yes, that's right. So we have a care kit for people with arthritis that has a range of products designed to support and soothe.
And can you tell us a little bit about each one? Like this one here.
Absolutely. So we have magnesium oil. So magnesium's is really important for joint health, and the best way to get magnesium into your system is actually transdermally. So we have a magnesium oil spray. That's part of the kit, and we that's really, really popular. People really, really love it because it's so easy to use. Then we also have our joint support tape. So this is like K tape, and you can cut it. And if you want to give yourself extra support under a glove or just on its own, we have some tutorials on our website as well of how you can cut the tape and apply it and how you can use it. This is a fun one. So this is our turmeric tea. So this is a product we've partnered with another company who make this lovely cup of sunshine tea. And turmeric again is anti-inflammatory. So again, a nice product for people with arthritis. Plus, it tastes delicious. And then this is our bath soak, and this has Epsom salt in it. And this is just a lovely way to um, relax and soothe sore joints in a really warming bath. And then
But we're right
finally,
there.
yes, we have our cold patches. So one of the things that often happens when you've got arthritic pain is you're always looking for ways to relieve that pain that might not necessarily involve taking more pills or medications. And hot and cold therapy is a really good way forward. So these are stick on gel patches. All you do is you peel off the backing, pop them onto the sore joint, and they'll immediately cool it down. And yeah, it's just a really handy thing to have in your purse in case you need it.
Oh, good idea. Yeah. And I actually just discovered I do have this color.
Ah!
Yay. So I think Sarah has been generous enough to, she is offering the entire arthritis kit as a giveaway. I thought that was super fun and generous. And so we are going to be giving that away. And I know we are at the end of our hour. And Sarah, I just want to thank you so much, you guys. If you have not already, please, please, please give Sarah a high five, a congratulations, something inside the chat so we can get all the social media platforms putting her story out to the masses, because there are so many people suffering with arthritic pain and not a good solution. And this really is that hug for your hands. And that's so well put, because that is what it feels like. And though I don't have arthritis, knock on wood, yet myself, when I put it on, I could imagine. I do have varicose vein issues with my legs. And when I wear those compression stockings, that's that hug for my legs. So I can imagine that this gives so much relief for people with joint and finger hand pain. So I love what you've done. Keep doing what you're doing and coming up with these brilliant, gorgeous colors. And if you guys have ideas for colors, now you know you can go right to the source and let her know. So getting lots of great comments. And we are going to announce our giveaway winner now. And I don't know if she is in the chat or not. I hope she is. Oh, Jen is telling me that she is in the chat. Yay. So it's one of you guys. Which one is it going to be? Jules is saying great products, lots of hard work. Congrats. Absolutely. Everybody, congrats. And the winner of the arthritis care kit is Beth Goldman. Congratulations, Beth Goldman. You are going to love this. I actually think I might have some of this tea tonight. I could use that. Anyway, that's such a great giveaway. So Sarah, thank you for doing that. Thank you for being here with us, telling your story. Thank you for creating such a brilliant product. And thank you to all the other women inventors who are on. Thank you to everybody that joined us tonight. And you guys were so active inside the chat. And that means so much to everybody here. And we have got, I think, 12 more women inventors to come over the next, again, I'll remind you guys, it is February 27th, same time, same place. And then again on March 5th. And Jen, I know she already put the link up in the chat, so you can find it, or maybe she'll put it up again. And that's it. With that link, you can just set a reminder so that 30 minutes before the show, it'll send you a quick email to let you know that we're going live. And thank you guys again. And I won't probably see you before Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day to everybody. But I will be back here on Friday with my very handsome, funny, fun co-host Greg Roulette for the regular Grommet Live. And we have some doozies. In fact, I've got to tease it a little bit. And I've got to tell you guys, for the first time, we have a product that we are featuring on Friday that has a retail price of over $2,000. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but we have never had a product like that. Now, I can't promise you that that's going to be the giveaway, but you never know. You never know. So anyway, so I hope you guys join us. That is going to be Friday morning, 10 o'clock on the West Coast, 1 o'clock on the East Coast. I will see you guys then, or when I get back from my little vacation, I will see you guys on the next Women Invented Grommet Live on February 27th. Thank you again, everybody. Thank you, Sarah.
Thank you.
Have a good night. Bye-bye.